Shit, here we are in Vegas.
Yeah.
Fucking, we're drunk.
We're gonna do a podcast today with Freddy from Homeblown Glass.
Actually, we already did the podcast with Freddy from Homeblown Glass.
We're recapping this right now.
We're recapping it right now. We talk about how you break into the industry if you want to be an artist or if you want to like approach this thing as a company, which is like really an important question.
And we're talking to him, and he has a company that's fucking the shit, and he's gonna tell us all about it.
We're out. Cracking beer.
Cracking beer. Woo! Hey, everyone.
Woo! Oh shit.
Oh, cheers.
Do sours always foam, or is that just?
Oh yeah,
it's a sour thing.
All good beers foam.
All good,
and it'll turn into beer.
All good beers foam. That's a good bumper sticker.
So here we are this week, and we are out in Las Vegas for Glass.Vegas, which is an awesome show, and we got Freddy, our man,
from Homeblown Glass.
Yeah.
Yep. Totally. I mean, he's Freddy, but he's also.
And
if you might know.
We're doing a kind of little impromptu podcast up in the hotel room on what, the 27th floor?
We are on the 27th floor, room 33. Fucking the strips behind us. We're fucking rocking it. We're just pretty much rock star status.
No strippers.
Yeah, no strippers.
So Freddy brought us some beers.
From my favorite brewery,
From his
Ska Brewery.
Ska Brewery in Phoenix, right?
No, they're Durango, Colorado.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Freddy's from Phoenix, so I actually kind of thought I would have guessed that these were
favorite Colorado brewery.
Favorite Colorado brewery. All right.
Well, for one, he brought one that is made with beets, which I think
beets and carrots. It's sour because you guys
sounds
said,
disgusting. And, look, I got a little sample here, and I'm gonna try it, and I think it fucking smells gross.
All right, I'll try.
You guys said you didn't like IPAs.
I know, actually, and that's why I respect. Like you, we said no IPAs. Freddy bought sours. He found the loophole. I'm gonna try.
I brought good beers for you too.
Yeah,
beers that you would non-tasty.
Well, you brought me these. You said this blonde.
That's good, right?
I'm drinking the blonde. I think blonde.
I don't think it's
the
that
blonde's great.
bad.
I could drink this blonde all day long.
See, it's not bad.
It's true blonde. It's good stuff.
All right.
It's
this
not
stuff
bad.
tastes like.
It's kind of like sour but sweet.
It's like carrot butt. You know, it's like
sour.
I just think anything called stew.
Yeah, you try that shit.
I don't think
sour.
I don't think
good.
stew's a good name for anything.
Oh, it's the best.
It's pretty funky.
Who doesn't like pink
vapor stew?
You can keep that.
Is not a selling point. I would have been like, I don't know.
But hey, I can drink this blonde all day.
Oh, it's not bad. I'm gonna say it. I drank.
Yeah, totally. Right? It's sour.
Yeah.
I can drink this all day.
It's a sour.
That's why I brought it
The
for you
blonde's
because I
good.
figured if you hated the sours, you'd drink that.
So yeah.
I don't know why you figured that.
Well, anyway, bud.
So anyway,
We got you up here.
Yeah, we got
Nice
Freddy
and secluded.
at the show.
Woo!
We're at Glass.Vegas.
It's like a sausage fest. Like
it
most
is
glass
a
shows.
super
It
sausage
is.
fest.
Yeah.
So, if any of you guys don't know, Glass.Vegas is an awesome trade show. I mean, they pretty much take care of us really well. It's a 3 years in.
It's concentrated.
This is their third year.
Yes.
Junior year.
We got pretty much the best glass blowers in the country. Pretty much everybody's
Great
here.
glass blowers.
Anybody that's anybody's out at this show right
Pretty
now.
much. If you're not here, then forget about it.
Yeah,
We don't know
you
who
suck.
you are.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah. Why aren't you here?
But we brought Freddy up to do. We're gonna do a bunch of podcasts this week while we're here. You know, we're gonna try to get some cool footage. But
Yeah.
we wanted this guy here because
We're doing a couple full
You're
episodes.
legendary.
We're doing 2 full episodes. One is with
In
Freddy.
my own mind.
you are you're legendary to me, man. I mean, like we'll get into some stories, and
Yeah.
I have some fucking hilarious stories, and this guy I'm sure has some freaking ridiculous stories.
Yeah,
But
I just
you know, you're just one of those guys. You have a fucking company, Homeblown Glass.
Homeblown Glass. Yep.
Yeah.
In fact, Freddy
20 plus
came
years,
so prepared to the podcast. He brought some stuff for giveaways. We're going to be doing some package giveaways that you get a Homeblown apron, banner, and shot glass.
We got the banners, and then you got these pimp ass barbecue
Fucking
aprons.
Me and
We're gonna
Kevin.
give away.
He brought 5, but me and
Well,
Kevin
hey,
scooped 2, so we both get one. So
Since we're here,
fuck you guys.
we're already on this,
Yeah.
so let's just say, hey,
Yeah.
what we're gonna do is, as soon as this podcast airs, the first 2 questions that come to our podcast,
To the mailbag, yeah.
the mailbag,
Mailbag at breakingglass.show.
they get one of his cool little taster
Little-
Homeblown
yep.
glasses. You get a banner, and you get a banner.
Apron, yeah.
Or an apron,
So
sorry.
first
There
2
you go.
questions that come out after this podcast is posted is going to win that.
For real.
How do you feel about that, Freddly? What do you think? Dude,
Thumbs up.
This is a generous
easy.
motherfucker right here. Yeah.
Woo, for real.
So yeah,
Hell, I don't even know you guys
Freddie
well
brought
enough to
that.
screw you over yet. Give me some time.
Huh?
Do
you want something to say?
No, I just said I don't even know you well enough to screw you over yet. Give me some time.
Oh yeah.
Tell us about Homeblown Glass.
Well, all right.
Yeah, let's hear about it.
You want to just open that up? All right, cool. Tell us about Homeblown Glass.
I mean, Homeblown Glass was the result of me not being allowed to grow flowers anymore, basically. So I picked it up as a hobby, glass blowing. I thought it was awesome. I figured, I could do...
Are you saying flowers and weed or flowers and flowers?
Cannabis flowers.
Okay, cool. I'm just asking. I don't know this.
Yeah.
I don't know this story.
And you were in
Arizona.
he doesn't know anything. So you were in Arizona too.
Yeah.
Which is a pretty... As far as states go, I would say Arizona is actually pretty conservative.
Yeah,
right?
it was zero tolerance.
Yeah, it's total zero tolerance.
And we had slogans like "Come on vacation, leave on probation."
Yeah.
Or
really.
do as you do time. But what they actually gave out cannabis dealers licenses, and I happened to pick one of these up. Because,
how early was that? What year?
This was in the 90s, like 95, 96.
Oh, wow.
Well, the idea was if we give you a license and you don't have it, we can seize all your assets. Wow. Like, the forfeiture, right?
Yeah.
So I got one of these cannabis dealer's license, but then when I got busted, they said I couldn't use it, that they were still going to put me in jail for 5 years. They just wouldn't steal my shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's government.
That's good. Yeah, good. Yeah. Huh.
So, but I got off lucky. I got 24 community service hours. I was literally reading Homer Hoyt's How to Blow Glass Book on my couch, and the cops break my door down. They try to shoot my dogs. They totally violated my knock and announce rights, but it was me and my dog against the cops. And who are you going to believe? A lying dog? Dogs can't trust a dog.
You can't trust a dog. Yeah.
But I got off pretty damn easy and lucky, and I became a glass blower.
And now here you are.
Now here you are.
And
how long? What's the history of Homeblown Glass in terms of how many years has Homeblown been going?
So I picked it up as a hobby.
I
want to
say it's over 20 years. You've had your company for 20 years, right?
Well, 97 is when I started selling to stores, but I didn't legitimately tax-wise become a company until 99.
Until 99. Okay, wow.
And you make tons of stuff. You have how many employees? I mean,
we've had as many as 14, but there's 10 of us now.
10 of them. You take very good care of these guys.
Yeah, we got 7 major holidays, paid time off. We match insurance.
Nobody does this shit.
Well, that's one of the things with Freddie on the show I wanted to talk about, because over the course of this show we're going to have all these people that we know that are artists that are making this very solitary single living type of income. But when you bring somebody like Freddie on, he actually has this crew of people that are working for you. And again, you're it's not just it's undercover. It's oh no, you guys have insurance.
And that's why
you guys are going to be working.
So
this is a reliable taxes, all that. That you can come in every day and you're going to get paid for doing your work. And
he's just a solid stand-up motherfucker that takes care of his people.
Well, and that's the thing. There's a flip side of what we do where it doesn't have to be this overachieving, I'm an artist, as much as actually I can make a living off of blowing glass. I can do the skill and support myself. Yeah.
Well, so the niche I scratched, being a production blower, there's no way I could do the production as much without a crew. Without
you can't
these
keep
guys,
up without
couldn't
people.
do it. Individual artists have the luxury that they can only produce what they can, and if they're good enough, they can charge the prices to deserve.
And you make so much stuff. I mean, you guys
make
have
a lot.
all kinds of things. I mean, products. The Roadrunner.
I started off with a handful of things, and now we have thousands of things.
And actually, Freddie, again, since you're here, we have to talk about this. You won that
Cannabis Cup.
Yeah, Freddie won a category at the Cannabis Cup. I mean, it's hard to beat that. I mean, that's
good.
Yeah, that is good. And that was for the slider,
slider,
right?
yeah.
And I have to tell you, I'm a person that travels. I use a slider.
If you don't know what that is, it's basically a glass blunt.
It's a glass blunt, but it has a nice little bit of hardware, and it actually gives you a good seal without just some crazy rubber strip to give you a seal. I have nothing but good things to say about.
We re-engineered.
I can't remember the name.
You
but
backload.
It's fucking awesome.
Never go to ash. You can lay your cake with your favorite concentrates. We could smoke it for the next 3 days straight if you can stay awake.
When I'm busy, I always just put bud in it. But when I'm with you, there's layers. You always layer it up, and it actually makes
flavors.
Well, yeah, that's how you roll. You're flavored. But
flavors.
Yeah, no, but that's what I.
He is his flavor. You got beet juice beer. Beets and carrots and beer is not a fucking flavor that I want to drink. I'm sorry.
My first hook as a glass blower, because I only had a couple of products, was I did homemade beer, because how the hell else am I going to get people to buy 2-3 things for me.
You're the gimmick man. I mean, like, it's nothing but almonds and fucking cashews. You go to his booth, it's just almonds and cashews, and freaking he's just feeding you and talking shit.
Tamari roasted almonds.
First time, actually, the first time I met you had kegs at the booth, and you're like handing out like beer.
It was a good
first time you met him.
That was great.
Yeah. The first time I met him was age, 4 years ago?
4 years ago.
No.
Dude, let's for a minute, let's like just talk about you guys meeting for the first time.
Okay, so
I love this.
Well, me and Josh knew each other. We went to Age. Paul and PAJ had a booth, and that was this was the same day that Melt started.
Yeah.
We actually went down there that day, and we actually started talking about it. Paul got on the phone and called the camp, and we actually locked Melt that same day. So that was the first official day of us going. It didn't actually say it started, but it was the day that we said, "Hey, we're going to go meet this guy."
Can I tell it?
Yeah, I want you to tell it.
Okay. So now this is kind of a slow show. It's a regional show. Not many buyers. And
this is the Baltimore show.
Yeah,
Baltimore.
Really
this
slow.
is the true origin.
And so I see this guy coming with a couple other guys,
and he has a buyer ticket
and
on.
buyer badges. Yeah,
that is key.
I saw
he had a buyer badge on.
So I'm like, oh, buyers. So I go and I get down on my knees and I'm like, oh, buyers, because it's like fuck, you know,
because there's no buyers there.
Because there's no buyers. So I was like,
we were like one of 15 people with badges.
I just wanted to show how I appreciated, having a buyer there, and I was willing to do anything.
I was ahead of Josh walking down the aisle, and Josh knows him real well at this time already. So I'm just walking down the aisle, and like I kind of come to you, and you come running out, like yeah, I'm like
I was on my knees,
and then
I'm like, oh.
Josh comes up behind me, he's like, oh, this is Freddie, dude. Don't worry about this.
Well, and then he tells me, he starts laughing. He's like, I'm not even a buyer. I'm a glass blower. And I was like, oh fuck.
He's like,
glass blowers taste like shit.
It was pretty fucking hilarious, dude. Like I said, I'll never forget that as long as we ever.
That was a good first impression.
That is a great first.
And for me, that's fucking money because I'm just as stupid.
When do you think we first met? Hanging out at the ABR booth, probably.
Yeah, maybe.
It wasn't Mandalay Bay, was it?
You know what? No, it was the beach show in Tucson.
Was it?
Yeah, and you told me.
It was in
and
Tucson,
you said, because I hooked you up with a slider, and you actually used it road trip, and you loved it.
I loved it.
And I was like, you fucking love a slider. I gotta love you, because...
It is Tucson, and you gave us pint glasses that too.
Yeah.
And me and I goes like, this guy just showed up and gave me and Eli pint glasses. That was
the
Tucson.
first time.
He brought so many gifts for this event, which was great.
Totally.
He brought all the beer. It's our podcast. He brought the beer. He brought the gifts. He brought the giveaway.
I brought mezcal.
He got jerky. He got pork jerky. What the hell is this shit?
It's super tasty.
Korean barbecue pork jerky, which is nuts.
I just like to say, Freddy's meat tastes the best.
Freddy's meat's awesome.
Yeah, right? See, if you haven't had my meat in your mouth, you're missing out.
So since then, I mean, I've known you for a few years. I mean, you've come to Melt, helped out. He came to Melt,
was awesome.
bought a ticket as just a person to come, and he worked his ass off the whole time you're there.
That was awesome.
In the kitchen.
I love that kind
Every
of...
time I turned around,
I hadn't been in the kitchen.
I'm in the kitchen cooking. You're back there washing dishes. I kept going, Freddie, go enjoy yourself. Oh, I'm good. He has this big old apron on. He's dirty.
Myself.
Your beard was like 3 times longer.
Well, I just want to say, as a person and as a human, if you want to aspire to something, aspire to this guy, because
that's very sweet.
I mean it. I mean, I've stayed with you and your family for up to 2 weeks at least.
Maybe longer.
Maybe longer.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I love this guy. There's few people in the industry that I know after 20 years that work as hard as this guy and give so much love and appreciation. And I don't say, again, like I'm like saying this, I'm like, I hate saying shit like this.
It's crazy
like
when I go to shows, I go to like trade shows like Champs, or you're always at Champs and all the shows I go to.
He's so legitimate as like a real person.
You work harder than most of the people there.
Absolutely.
I mean, you're like, I do the same thing. I never leave the booth. I'm always standing there. Any person that walks up, I try to talk and engage. You're like engaging.
I got hungry glass blowers to feed. I gotta feed my crew. If I don't get the orders, we don't get
people based on your designs. Yeah.
I mean, what's some of your stuff? You brought. What's this other thing?
Oh, I didn't bring nothing.
No, but you brought this little cool smoke thing, which is hilarious.
Oh, this is.
Well, let's talk about the health.
That's a buddy of mine that made those.
Well, hey,
so hello neighbor. So
hey, we're in Vegas and weed's legal.
Weed's legal in Vegas.
We can smoke the hell out of this.
So we're gonna smoke the little bit of hold that was.
And hey, we never smoke weed illegally.
We're gonna exhale.
Just so you guys know,
only legally.
This is totally legal. So we're
fucking legit.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
We never smoke weed.
Just don't smoke flower at the show.
So I haven't smoked weed in like 25 years, because it's illegal.
Well, I'm glad you can.
And then after you smoke the weed, you take this and you exhale through this.
So you can take this little thing and
It's like the original blow-through air freshener. So like when we were kids, we had the dryer sheets and the tubes.
Well, what do you call them, spoofs?
That smells,
This guy Tony,
that smells like a fabric softener.
Yeah, totally.
When we were kids, we called these things spoofs. And we would take like the toilet paper tube and stuff it full of dryer sheets.
So this guy Tony made these things, Hello Neighbors.
Things looks like a piece of chapstick.
Yeah,
chapstick.
And
dude, I've had this in my car. I have one of these hanging from the.
I didn't even use it. I just blew it in your room. I don't care.
Mirror.
It's not my room.
What's that mirror called?
I don't care.
What's that fucking mirror called?
But it just.
What are you doing? You spilling shit?
Yep, I'm spilling beer.
Oh shit! Party foul. Hey, that
so
hey, that's not a sour beer.
Blow through air freshener. It works pretty good.
Yeah, that sour beer was terrible.
It's one of the things we said.
I actually stole one of your ideas, sort of. Like I said, you do the Roadrunner.
Yes,
Roadrunner. And then, like after seeing that, I actually went back and made my honeysuckle thing that I sold. I make the quartz tip ones. You've seen those.
Sure.
But I kind of got that from yours. I mean, I just saw that idea, and I'm like, wow, I'm gonna.
Well, I mean, truthfully, Christian Merwin took that Zamboni tip to the Chubbler, made the nectar collector, and it was like, well, that's fucking awesome.
We were talking to Chubblers.
We were just talking about Chubblers the other day.
But the last thing I wanted to do was knock him off or do his product, so you have to do it different.
So that's why I try to make mine different. I made it.
Well, I think the metal tip with the glass apparatus is way different than doing a full glass piece. I don't even think it's apples and oranges.
It's got water.
Yeah,
too. But it is that
vertical smoking,
I
just think it's when you make a simplified
just so
piece
you know,
that's
a Roadrunner, which he makes, is basically. It's like a glass straw, and you just heat the tip up, and then you can smoke your oil right out of your container with the glass straw.
It's like a low temp dab, though.
Yeah, amazing flavor.
It's amazing flavor.
We made lots. We had shops literally selling 3 dozen a month for 3 years straight of those things.
I know. Like I said, when I saw it, I was like,
it's a great piece.
What's some other products? What else do you make?
Really,
I don't
bowl stems and bowls.
Yeah,
I got so many bowls. I got blue bowls. Like literally, they're blue.
Gold bowls.
Yeah, mostly pull stems and bowls. So, I mean, one of the first guys that taught me was Dan Kay, right? He taught Jason Harris. He became Jerome Baker, but I became Homeblown Glass. The last thing I wanted to do was make water pipes or hand pipes after almost getting 5.5 years in jail for having a cannabis dealer's license and getting in trouble. So the last thing I wanted to make was water pipes because I knew that it was only a matter of time before the feds, and then some, 5, 6, 8 years later, they did. They came in and they, took the head off the industry. But in the meantime, I mean, they hit shops before that. They hit other, like the guy that did the Chills water pipe. He was on Fortune 500. They came at him the next year because all they really care about is the money.
Right.
So money had something.
What year was this when that was going on?
Chills was probably 99.
Yeah, because I remember that name. Like,
he had the world domination, the alien skull. I
mean, I started like around 98, so I remember seeing that.
Yeah, he was huge, and apparently Fortune 500. And then the minute that happened, it brought attention to the industry, and they came at and took him out. But they got, Tommy Chong was literally from the movies.
Pipe dreams.
That was the movies. Well, that was payback, and because they had that legislation, it was an excuse to go and get him. I mean,
like I said, we talked about that earlier about Tommy Chong and PA. I'm Pennsylvania, and that's the reason why he got caught was because of Pennsylvania.
Well, it was all like the whole pipe dreams thing.
Yeah,
it was out a system of ordering glass out of Pennsylvania because of the law
PA was like the state where you couldn't ship
to.
So I did, but
and they turned those guys down. That's the thing. They turned those guys down multiple times. They tried to order, and they're like, no. And because they pushed it, then finally they're like, okay, we're going to sell it to you. It's like, that's entrapment at that point, right?
No,
feels that way to me.
They're against the golden
rule.
Yeah, it's a golden rule. Yeah, I'm just telling you, when you say no 3 times and then finally you're like, okay, I guess I'm going to.
So they went out to Cali is what happened. They went out there and they're like, hey, you know us, you met us, we're cool, will you do this? Apparently that was,
Yeah. I don't know either. I don't know.
That's how I remember it going down.
Yeah. So what, after that, I mean, like I said, you just...
So pull stems and bowls and aftermarket parts. So I had all these companies that cared about the piece, like the water pipe, but nobody cared about the parts.
The bowl, the extra
so I
pieces.
just, I mean, we do 5 mils, 7 mil, 8 mil, 9 mil, we've done 10 mils, 12 mils.
Does that still do you see a resurgence happening right now?
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, it's like a roller coaster.
It's like,
So, like, for a while...
It seems like flower pieces are coming back. So maybe I'm like seeing maybe there's about to be a resurgence in bowls and slides and stuff like that.
It's circles. So like California, for a while you couldn't sell them anything for flour because it was all about the concentrate. Well now, they actually want, I was trying to sell a California shop. They're like, oh, we don't need
we're out here for Vegas. We have our melt booth. Me and Josh have like some glass off our booth, and I mean, we brought nothing but really we bought all flower pipes.
Really?
Everything we bought was flower pipes.
Yeah.
I didn't, like I said, I haven't been trying to make any rigs or anything. I mean, just like people still buy them. It's not, I'm saying we're not, but it's like there's not enough weed pipes out there.
Well, so the thing is, because of the carts, because the electronics and all that, I mean, that's really what killed the rigs, because it's like, why do you want to deal with the torch when you can,
so like
you can just push a button, throw it away.
You need a pit crew to fucking do a dab.
Yeah.
It's like somebody doing this, somebody fucking cleaning it, somebody resetting the timer. Yeah.
Well, that's like when we were kids. I mean, anything over 3 foot, you had to have a buddy light it for you, because I mean, so you know.
Actually, I love those. I had to
like, well, in our show,
I had a big acrylic one. It's like when you hit that thing.
Hops is bringing back the big freaking.
Oh yeah, he's had
the old school bongs. Yeah. He has like all these sections, old school like worked bongs in his booth today. And I was like, dude, fuck yeah, dude. He's bringing back the old bongs. Yeah. Which Jerome Baker's like, he's still fucking cranking out the bongs. Yeah. Making the biggest bongs in the world. They're like 10 feet tall. But that's hilarious.
So parts and pieces, and we did things without carb. We do all these old man pipes without carbs. You know what I mean? Nothing, and nothing for the federal government to want to deal with us. But I find out, it turns out again, that I didn't make enough money for them even to give a fuck about me. So if I would have made a shit ton of money, I would have been a target. So that's what it is.
Like
so Freddie, I'm gonna just to bring. I don't mean to change the subject too much, but the deal is so many people getting like right now. There's so many people getting into glass. But you've been doing this a long time. Like, if you could, like, pick out something that you think's important to, like, have some longevity in this, what would you describe as, like, I'm going to be trying to do this for years?
Well, that would be obvious. Work on your craft.
Worked on your craft, yeah.
See, I'm still in 1999. My skill level hasn't changed much from then. Because
well, if that's the case, from 1999, you've supported yourself with no new skills, and that's not a fail. Yeah, that would be a success.
You've honed the skills you've honed in so well.
Yeah,
because it works either way.
So I just find, I mean, again, I don't want to cut you off, but I just want to say, like, we have so many people coming into the glass industry, and all of them want to be like, oh, I'm just gonna make this crazy work, and be so manufactured price. But you do a grind.
I'm making my millions for $20 $2 at a time. But the idea is, so young kids getting into it, what I tell them, because a lot of them come and they want jobs with me. And I always tell them, it's like, well, you know, if I was hiring, which I don't because we don't have much turnover really, you would end up having to do what I want you to make. Yeah. So I tell them, if you can do this as a hobby and pursue what you want to make because it's your heart and you feel,
that's what you love,
because that's what you love.
That's when you will elevate yourself.
You know,
and you have the opportunity to develop your skill under a paid situation. Right?
Well,
like they can work for you. No, they can work for you and get better.
Not to in some ways.
They can work for you every day and get better, even if it's not doing what they want to be doing. Yeah, it's a skill set. Oh, that's across the board.
That's getting you to be what you need to be. I mean, you're not going to be a good glass blower. People become glass blowers, and after a year, they're like posting up, and they're like, "Hey, I'm doing this. Oh, look at my shit." You're like, dude, no. It takes fucking years of practice to get to a point where you're like making consistent.
So what I'm saying to these young kids is, if you can pursue this as your passion rather than because you got to make the cheddar off it, you know. Because at that point you're making what other people want you to make instead of what you want. But the nice thing about making what other people want is at least you get paid to do what you love doing. So it's kind of like, you know,
it's all about.
And you have some talented guys that work at your shop. I've been in your shop a bunch of times.
Yeah.
And I mean, a lot of the guys that work in the shop have great skills.
You're the seller. Yeah. You know? That's your passion. Like, you're a people person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're the guy that's like out there sliding your knees trying to suck some cock. You know? That's what I'm saying. Like, not everybody can do that. You know, you're one of those people. When you can't walk by your booth and not be.
Yeah, Freddie, you'll interact with somebody. No one's walking by your booth without them getting some interaction unless you're involved in something.
Unless I recognize them and that I've hassled them so many times they don't need to talk.
And that's a winning. That's again though. That's a winning fucking skill right there. Because I'll let people walk by. I won't say anything. But
you've changed your look. One's walking by. For the last like 4 years I've seen you, your look changes every time I see you, but drastically.
Happy life is a happy life. I'm the new guy. Don't worry about the old guy.
Well, it's kind of crappy. Like the first time I saw you had like short hair.
Yeah.
And like I was like, what the fuck? And then the next time I see you, goddamn look like fucking goddamn Rumpelstiltskin, he fell asleep for fucking 20 years and woke up with a beard. Like,
you know,
it was crazy. And then now you kind of like, you got this like badass.
My wife comes at me after every once in a while. She's like, "You look like a homeless guy. I can't let you out like that." Just fucking
you kind of do remind me of Nick Nolte from like Down and Out in Beverly Hills kind of thing. You remember that movie? Mm-hmm. Like you have that like badass look at it. And I like it. I like right now. I think it's fucking great.
You're rocking it.
Fucking kicking it.
Yeah.
And you know, fortunately in our industry, because you don't necessarily have to look any specific way. I mean, you can look like a freak or you can look straight-laced. I mean, it doesn't seem like people are as judgy in this industry.
I mean, you have motherfuckers rolling up with like circles on their ears bigger than their freaking necks, you know, like beards, dreads, I mean, face tattoos. I mean, our industry's full of
piercings,
freaky people that are just, you know... we don't do that, but it's like we're trying to be professional. It's hard to fucking have a professional booth and have somebody walk up and you have a face tattoo. You know,
but in our industry, I don't think it matters.
It doesn't so much.
It doesn't too
the
much.
The artists get away with it, you know. Yeah. But like as you're trying to, we're trying to. For a melt, I mean, we got to be professional. We got to be like kind of businessy.
But it's not. Yeah, none of our audience are people that are going to be worried.
They don't care.
If I had face tattoos, I don't think anybody would care.
I'd love to see that.
You'd like to see that.
5 face tattoos.
Yeah,
you could use a little something.
Yeah,
a little teardrop.
No. My nephew is actually a really amazing tattoo artist.
Really? So you have a lot of good shit.
No,
he's just talented.
Super skilled. Yeah.
So what else you got going on?
What else? We've been doing crucible pulls.
What's that?
Oh yeah, it's some color. He's been pulling color and stuff in different.
Yeah, I've been working with Billy the Kid.
How big is your shop?
Our shop is 2,000 square feet.
Pretty decent.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got how many torches set up? Like
I think there's like 15 spaces. Is that what it is?
You know, there's
7, 6.
Yeah.
And then like
he knows more than you. Do you have a lathe?
One wall has more people. Maybe it's 8 on that side, huh? Is it 8 on your wall?
All right, so I'll name them off real quick.
Do it.
I got
props. Shout out to.
I got Louis. He's my lead guy right now. Ironic. With
Louis, the guy. I love Louis. I love
Louis. He keeps shit down when I'm not there. I got Connor. He goes by Stizzle. I mean,
Connor,
way more.
Fuck you. Why are you coming to Melt? Fuck you,
what the fuck's wrong with you?
Connor, if you don't come to Melt,
way more accomplished. Way more accomplished than me.
You got too much skills not to come to Melt.
Maybe I've sold a piece for $100 wholesale that I've made. You know, maybe because Josh helped me on it or something. But this guy's selling pieces $600-800 wholesale. Like he's fucking.
He's a super talented guy.
Your price range is cheap. You have very affordable pieces.
Yep. Yeah, and sometimes he can't sell stuff, and that's the thing in this industry. It's hot and it's cold, and it's hard to survive.
But the thing is, with Connor, he's working for you every day, but then like every few days he's popping out a new piece he's making nice on the side.
Yeah.
Because he's putting the time in.
So he makes so.
Yeah, he has a full-time job.
Your employees can like so.
Oh yeah, we encourage all of them to have their own shop.
Yeah, Connor has his own shop out.
All in their own spots. They work for you so many hours a day,
and then they have playtime,
and then you can do whatever they want.
It's a
and like
job,
so that's 2. Then
some of them probably are like glad to leave and not want to go glass blow later. Some of them are probably like, I'm done with my job today.
Hold on.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Give the shout out for those. You have 8 more.
Gabriel Glass. Gabriel Glass.
Staff.
And
he's on our crew.
I call him Mad Dog because he's young, he's hungry, and he just wants to fucking.
Gabe is a beast.
I mean, he works for me 40 hours. He probably works for him 40 hours. And his skill levels have exponentially.
That's what it takes. Dedication.
Yeah. Gabe's a beast.
I'm
giving it to him. Yeah. He's one of our. He's on staff. He's one of our permanent staff now.
I got Philip.
Could have been you other guys. But Gabe is on there.
It could have been you other guys.
Yeah.
I got Philip.
I'm hard on you, Chris.
Bizha Glass is like Bizha.
Yeah.
And Philip.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck Philip. Yeah. Fuck yeah. I love Philip. Well, I've got a beaded slider from Philip.
Yeah. He does amazing peyote stitch.
Yeah, he does peyote stitch over glass. Fucking sweet shit. I love it. It was a choice.
Keep coming.
All right, then coming up the other side, we got Mike.
Mike, I was waiting for Mike.
Imagination.
Yep.
Super sweetheart. He's a Wisconsin kid, transplanted out to us.
A sweet person, like all I can say.
Super
sweet,
nice.
One of the sweetest people.
We love sweet people.
Yeah, we love sweet people.
And then you got Kyle. He goes by Hempadelic.
Yep. Kyle. Yep, I know Kyle well.
And then the new kid.
Kyle makes nice work.
He does.
Yeah. Is Nino still with you, or is he gone?
He's gone.
Yep.
Yeah, he wanted to do his own thing.
Yep, totally. Yeah.
So then Kyle goes by Hempadelic.
Yep.
And then the newest kid, Carlos. And he goes by Toasty.
I don't think I know him. Just how does that go on the paychecks? Do you do their real names or their Instagram?
No, it's all real names. And then
we don't disclose those.
Yeah.
I don't even know. It's crazy how many people.
What are their social security numbers?
Their telephone numbers are. Well, he got him on Instagram, so it's easy.
So you got these guys working.
Oh, and then I got Tiffany and my wife Chelsea in the office.
in their work.
Who's Tiffany?
Tiffany, she's just.
Who's Tiffany? I've been down there. I don't know.
What
Tiffany.
She's a new girl.
What I like about, I mean, you take care of these guys. Like you said, we talked about that.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's like a
These guys-
real
again,
job. These guys
without
can
them,
count on something.
Yeah, it's like they know they're going to get a paycheck.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'll lose a paycheck before they go without a paycheck.
And he's gonna just show them how to be better. Like they're gonna have a specific skill set, but Freddy's gonna teach you, and you're actually gonna learn. It's not like you're just like in my garage doing it.
Well, you're in a facility that's nice.
You're in a
has
facility
everything
nice.
you need.
Yeah.
There's health concerns. There's safety concerns. Like
I mean, we
not too many shops.
I literally I built one of my proudest things that I did was I built this snapping station, which basically is an inline fan, right, sucking air out of a couple receptacles, other open areas where you sit in front of and you cut your glass.
Yeah.
And then I've got a micron filter in between, so literally it traps and catches this dust because this dust will kill people.
Because all of Freddy's work is so many tube snaps. I mean, imagine how many he's doing.
Yeah,
for all
lots
those.
of small parts and pieces. So we made it in that way, and then we have a ventilation system, for when the guys are working, because we're doing all these, all the oxides in the glass as well as all the heavy metals from the silver and the gold fuming. So we make sure, and every week we have protocols. We have mopping and cleaning, and we make sure everything's, dialed in.
None of you
actually
motherfuckers say you do this.
Yeah, none of you guys.
We
know who does this stuff.
We vacuum. We don't even sweep. I yell at the guys.
Me and Josh do this every week. I mean, fuck you goddamn sticklers.
Fuck it. Oh, I'm kind of religious about it.
We don't.
I mean, yeah.
our shit's dirty.
Hey, fucking Paul's here. Hey, Paul.
Yeah, Paulie Two Fingers just walked in the room.
Shout out to Paulie Two Fingers.
What's happening, guys?
Good to see you.
Hey, don't talk to us. We're fucking filming a podcast.
Just trying not to talk to you. I get people.
What else besides? I mean, anything else?
Okay, let's.
The cruise.
What else you got? What do you got?
Well, I wanted to hit Freddy with what's a good question for him, in terms of
Oh, you want to ask him a question?
No, I do want. I keep coming back to this idea that you have something to offer people that so many people right now are reaching oh, I'm just gonna make this one thing and blow up from there, versus it takes the grind, it takes the everyday going to work, making it happen. And ultimately
you've done that. If you do get that rocket ship, if you do have this one thing and it propels you, the issue is, are you going to be able to keep it too? So if you don't have the skills necessary to collab with other amazing glass blowers, it's
yeah,
it's like a lot of bands, they do one song and it's
one hit wonder type of thing. Yeah.
You have a lot of one-hit wonders.
Ew,
well, it was funny.
That's the thing.
Gimmicks in a way,
that's the cool part about it. Your whole facade, it's this big freaking. You are the gimmick. You sell it. You go to these things. You sell
they work. They're functional.
They are functional. That's what I come back on. All of your work is
thing.
So functional,
and you keep it cheap and affordable for everybody to buy it.
And that's the only way I can compete with these crazy artist kids.
You're
amazing artists.
You're putting out so much of this stuff. And it's just you're like a full production company that's fucking one of the best in the business. What you do. Well, any shop out there that needs sliders, number one. Roadrunners, number one. Pool slides.
Bats, hitters.
Fucking don't you sell those little things there too?
I mean, I think Paul's probably your best customer. Why don't you put an order in right now, Paul?
Where is that thing? Hey, show that thing again.
Hello neighbor.
Hello,
let's test the hello neighbor.
Is, I only have
on it.
My checkie's not attached to my savings.
So, anything in the future? What do you guys going on in the future?
What do you got going on?
We've been fortunate because one of my friends, Billy the Kid Glass,
he's
melter.
He's one of our staff. Hopefully he comes back.
When Aaron, my lead guy, had Aaron's Glass for 15 years, awesome kid. He's out there on Instagram. Yeah. But he was like, Fred, I want to make more money. How can we get better? So Aaron, the other Aaron, Billy the Kid Glass, came in and helped us dial in some of these new school techniques. And he's been working with the Project 33 and Marcel and really, doing that kind of stuff, and learned a lot of crucible work. So we've been doing some of our own colors, and we're lucky because some of the glass companies like Boro Batch and North Star and Paul, I guess Paul is now with North Star, but they sell us cullet that we can actually take and we can pull tubing out of it. So we've been making a lot of our raw materials, you know, and that kind of stuff. Which
saves.
I'd love to see some like like I've always thought some Roadrunners and sliders that were made from full color would be awesome if you're pulling your own tubing.
Well, they're mostly the sliders are mostly clear, right? It's like a clear.
I know, right? He's like, that's a fucking. Why'd you even say that? That's a terrible idea.
Well, you don't want to see. Well,
but we do actually.
You say $12.50 a piece?
we actually
it would suck though.
Hey, my road straws are. Well, I don't even want to say what my wholesaler stuff.
Well, still, but I just think some like, why not? There's just some cool.
Well, we actually do make our own tubing for making that kind of stuff. Yeah. So we do.
Well, I like seeing the collab like Roadrunners and stuff where you see the ones with other people.
Oh yeah,
cool singers. Like I said, I should send you a couple pieces. Like,
send some banners.
Cool
slap them on.
Some cool little badass ones. Like we should make some. I said I like the Seeker ones you made.
And the fish ones. The fish ones are the ones I like.
So I've had a few friends in the glass blowing industry that I mean, literally, like they'll do pieces for the back ends of these tips.
Yeah.
I'll send them tips, and then so it's like most glass blowers have more glass and cash.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of trading, and when I come to trade shows, I have all these different glass blowers' work tied into my tips. And it's like eye candy, and you know, people are like, oh whoa, those are super cool. And I say, this is this, and this is the and hey, people want your fish, man. I've been getting hounded for some roadfish.
We'll make it happen.
Roadfish.
I promise. Cheers to roadfish.
Roadfish coming to your local smoke shop.
I don't have any questions. I'm like,
so what do you got? Like, anything in the future coming up? What do you got?
If you had to say something about what homeblown,
like for homeblown glass,
your homeblown glass. What do you got going on?
This camera. We've
been watching a lot of Hot Ones, eating chicken wings. You watch those there yet?
I'm just gonna check my.
We actually didn't talk about that before, but we should we always talk about a movie or something like every episode. We talk about movies.
Well, let's talk about
We've been watching a show called Hot Ones.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
No.
Dude, you should watch it. I think you'll like it.
It's movie stars, like famous fucking people, Natalie Portman,
movie stars.
I mean, crazy movie stars. And this guy interviews them while they eat chicken
over the
wings.
course of 10 hot wings, and they each get progressively hotter on the Scoville
scale. Hottest wing. Ever.
With finishing on the 2 million Scovilles on the last one.
Like crazy shit.
So you'll like it. You're gonna like it. It's enjoyable.
It's freaking hilarious.
Throw it on. Hot Ones.
If it's too hot, it's too much, man. If you can't taste your food, I don't know what...
Well, that's the thing. Actually, I'll tell you right now. Spoiler alert. That fucking number 8, the bomb is bullshit. It ruins the whole fucking show.
You know what I mean? So
maybe don't say it.
The guy's
the guy does well, the one that's number 8 is only 500,000 Scovilles, but it has no flavor, so it fucks everybody. Then they eat 9 and 10, and everybody's like, oh, this tastes better because they all have garlic and
but
some salt.
But it catches up. Some of these people lose their shit.
I've been watching Game of Thrones, getting ready for the new season.
You know what's another thing?
I watched some Game of Thrones with you. Last time I was there, we were watching it. Remember?
Well, hey,
we did
first time. Me and Josh are literally just for life as we left to come here. We rewatched the whole thing in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah,
we binge watched it.
The guys at the shop keep telling me I'm the hormone monster and I need to.
You are the dude. You haven't watched that yet?
I haven't, but I like.
Oh my god!
Okay, here you go. Look at the camera.
I want to call.
Put your pepper on it. Put your pepper on it.
Dude,
anybody that watches,
I'm gonna call Chelsea and tell Chelsea will want. Chelsea will love it. She'll eat that up and she'll be like, "Oh my god, I'm married to the hormone monster."
So besides watching Game of Thrones,
so my wife, because the kids are older. I mean, my oldest one just hit college. My other one's at the end of high school. She let me get a motorcycle, so I've been riding again.
He's biking out to melt this
I got one of those GS 1200s, so I can go anywhere.
Yeah.
Well,
it's like a road bike.
I mean, it's on road, off road, wherever the hell I want to go. Basically.
What brand?
It's a BMW.
BMW, dude, they're fucking tight.
Sweet.
I love their bikes.
He's biking out to melt.
If I can.
Are you really?
If I got the time thing,
he is gonna bike out.
Yeah. So, and I fell in love with hammock camping.
Bring Henry.
Hammock camping.
Wow.
Bring Henry.
That's a long ride,
man. I can see.
If Henry wants to, he can just like kind of staff it out and work with it.
That's probably gonna take you like 4 days.
Dude,
yeah, that's right.
It's gonna take you 4 days. Bring Henry. Seriously, bring Henry.
I'll let him know. He might, we'll see where he's at. I don't know where he's at.
He can come.
He would love it.
You can come stay at the house. We can come down.
Fucking Henry's gonna maybe come.
All right, so moving on. What do we got? Let's keep this in. Hey, get back in the game.
Come on, a little taste. I'm ready. What's that?
Smoking weed. We're in Vegas, people.
Vegas,
you got to give us some leeway here on these.
Does that mean to be reloaded?
Maybe you could dig in there.
Oh, you did? I didn't know.
Yeah.
No,
we're trying to bang these things out.
Yep.
We're trying to get some good footage.
Well, yeah, we got shit to do, people.
Yeah.
Vegas is happening. We got to go to the Millie party.
Millie, we're leaving here. They're
We're
gonna
going
have
up to the Elvis penthouse.
Elvis
We're
penthouse.
gonna hang out. Woo! Totally.
Millie party.
Millie party. We're in Glass.Vegas. Oh yeah,
we're
hang out with us.
all night.
You're on. I can't stay up all night. I gotta go to bed tonight, man. Every night's been 6 o'clock in the morning.
It's been ridiculous.
I almost fell asleep under the fucking booth at our table, like at our table.
You almost crawled under the table.
I was seriously gonna sleep under it today.
Yeah.
I almost fell over when I got down there. I was in bad shape.
When I say all night, it's until I gotta go to bed.
Oh yeah, well, I don't go to bed till like 7 in the morning. So.
But actually, yeah, when I got there, Blake was like, "Yeah, when we got here, Kevin was stumbling around the backside of the booth, like waffling." So yeah,
Dude, I was having a hard time. I bounced back.
But you showed up. Respect.
Hey, motherfucker shows up 2 hours late. I'm down there.
I don't
just
know what
like
you guys were doing over there, but fuck off. You're laughing too much.
I'm down there sweating bullets, fucking tripping out. Paul actually texted me. What time was that? Like 11 o'clock.
What day?
This guy.
Today. I was like waking up. I literally woke up and you were like, "I'm gonna set my shit up.
Too much.
I'm here."
Well,
I'm like,
I mean, it's
jumped
hard.
up,
It's
brushed
like,
my teeth, didn't even change my clothes. I'm a
It's like
piece
a
of
married
shit.
couple.
You're rough.
Almost.
I was rough.
Have you ever been
Yeah,
a married couple where when the wife talks to you and the husband talks to you and you're like,
Yeah, that's me and my wife all day long.
"Oh my god, I've been there. It's terrible."
So anything else you want to say? Anything else you got?
been an
I mean,
hour.
thank you guys for being an amazing inspiration to me and doing fucking awesome.
That's why you're here.
That's why you're here. Good
Thanks for
interaction.
doing the melt thing too, because that is really a cool. In the idea of just getting people together for fun and
This guy's
playing.
permanent staff on
Yeah.
Melts,
Yeah,
so
Mel-
everybody
yeah.
knows.
It's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, well, you're awesome. You've been like, since the first time I've met you, you've just like always been amazing. Like you just
Like I
always,
said, I don't
surprise
even
me.
know you guys well enough to screw you over.
Oh,
Give me
fuck
some
off!
time.
You know me pretty
shit.
well. Don't you shortcome our
Don't bend
relationship and say
over.
you don't know
Oh.
me very well. Truth?
Who do we know?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Who do we know?
Yeah,
Drink some.
we know each other.
He brought honey.
Yeah.
You
I
got
brought
me.
some Baron-Jaeger, but nobody wants this. It's too sweet.
It's too sweet.
So
I'll
I
drink
brought
some of this
mezcal because.
all right. A little bit of mezcal before we go.
So we're doing shots. You guys want some honey? Honey.
Oh my god,
honey
we're gonna go to the
booze?
Millie party.
Nobody wants honey booze.
Honey booze mezcal.
Get
Whatever
those
it
up
is.
there.
Oh, dude, I need another beer.
You have some mezcal.
More beer.
Well,
So
I
yeah,
think
thank
we
you guys.
basically covered all the important topics in glassblowing that ever were.
Everything.
Yeah, it was pretty complete.
Work hard.
Yeah.
We're trying to keep it. We're trying
Be
to keep
good,
it
do good.
good
Be
for
good,
these.
yeah.
Like I
Good,
said,
do good. Work hard.
this week we're gonna be filming. We're gonna try to get like a bunch of these podcasts put away. But
So, like,
we're-
some
We're
chopping
gonna try
in
to
the
get some guys
background.
like this guy to sit down for some real ones. But we're gonna do some like 5-10 minute ones this week. This is our first one we've done. Mm-hmm. So our camera just got here. Our cameraman.
Yeah, we're stoked. Freddy's first.
Freddy's
Cheers,
first.
Todd. Thank you.
Las Vegas is going to be a great week. We have a lot. Well, we have tonight,
no beer?
tomorrow.
Yeah.
I need a beer. I need a beer.
I thought you grabbed
We
me.
need
Popping cherries all around.
What's one of those carrot beers?
Yeah, I'll drink
Blonde.
one of these
Any
things.
one of those
We'll crack
blonde?
Want to
them
try one of
there.
those?
You need a
don't
beer?
care.
We got blondes.
I got a ginger mule, which is
Oh,
probably
dude, these are
pretty
good.
tasty. It's a lime ginger mule, Ska Brewery, yummy.
Yeah, Ska Brewery.
Yeah,
Check
that
this
one
shit
of
out.
those, yeah,
This is
they're
actually
good.
really good. I like
All
this.
the
Yeah,
beer,
right?
the
Tasty,
beer is
easy
delicious.
drinking.
Even
Yeah, they
that
do
sour that was terrible was good.
We got the banners coming. Get those
Yeah.
questions in. What's the thing? Mailbag and what? Josh?
Mailbag at breakingglass.show.
So mailbag, breakingglass.show. Get those fucking questions in. The first two
Yeah.
gets the.
But nothing like why do you drive on a parkway and park in a driveway? Nothing like that.
Oh, they can ask anything. They
Nobody
want.
fucking
First
knows.
two wins.
Nobody.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
First two wins. It could say is why do
good
you
question.
guys suck ass, and we're gonna be like, hey, we don't give a shit.
That's a complicated
Yeah, we don't
question.
do that. Poop comes out of there.
Exactly. Either.
Cheers.
Did you try it?
Josh, anything else you got?
No, I don't think so. Let me just check the itinerary real quick.
Check the itinerary.
Woohoo!
We had
I
some
tried
serious
to-
questions.
Freddie interview giveaway. Oh, sponsors! Shout out to Taipan.
Oh, yeah.
Motherfuckers at Taipan, fucking rocking this glass world. Fucking Taipan.
Hey,
And that's it.
we're in Vegas. It's fucking getting late. We're going to dinner and then a party. So
we love Taipan.
you start drinking at like fucking 1
Yeah,
o'clock.
it's been a long day.
How about you?
Sign out, motherfucker.
I just started.
Taipan.
Type.
Hey, this
Yeah.
guy's like,
Type in.
And Coexist Gallery. How about that? A little shout out at the end of Coexist.
yeah. Everybody, like I said, we're gonna keep these coming this
I
week.
thought we
There's gonna be
ended
some
this.
episodes coming
I
out.
thought he hit the stop button. I hope it the bot.
Freaking,
stop it.
One more time, cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Thank you, Freddie. That was
Thank you,
awesome.
Freddie.
Cheers, everybody.
You did a really good job. We love you. Take care. Till next time.
We'll reach around.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach around, and that's gonna be a reach around.
The reach around.
So.
There's your intro for the podcast.
Yeah, he likes to steal little fucking tidbits out of the shit we're fucking before we start. And that's what he steals and like puts for like.
Nah, he's been using stuff that's actually in the podcast.
Is he?
Yeah.